It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Sacramento Kings. Looking at the Kings, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. All right, this Warriors super team. Hard to believe they got even scarier on paper than the roster that won 73 games. How do you guard them?
I don't know if you can, Ernie. You just got to be able to score against them because offensively, it's no way to really slow them down. They have too much skill, too much versatility, and too much shooting. Just a lot of much.
Same question to you, big guy.
Well, Ernie, when they go small, you got to pound them. You got to take it to them. Barbecue chicken alert down there in the middle. But, Ernie, unfortunately, most of the big men who could punish them have gone extinct. Extinct.
Kevin Harlan has the call.
They're unicorns.
We'll see you later.
Small ball.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Not sure if it's cockiness. It feels just like extreme confidence as they enter every game with a bullseye on their back.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Now, Brent, we're far enough into the season where certain rookies are starting to hit the wall. What can coaches do to stop that process or help them through that process of that rookie, that so-called rookie wall?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, Kevin, there's not much a coach can do for a player. And I'll tell you, I've seen it where years a player after 41 games is gassed. And certainly over the course of the past few years, I've seen plenty of rookies not be phased at all. So it just depends on the makeup of the guy and what he's been asked to do. I don't know that there's too much a coach can really get into the head of a player on other than trying to keep him confident.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Sacramento, Labissiere and Cauley Stein are the bigs. Fox is out there with Hield, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Curry on the wing. Wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Got to do your best to make Steph put the ball on the floor. I know he can still do that, but catch and shoot is just deadly.
Hield with it. It's up against Thompson. It's stolen by Green. Goes up on the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, good job with the anticipation, and then the quick hands results in points off the break.
Sometimes you calculate the risks, and he did it there, but couldn't have turned out any better.
Labissiere. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, somebody's not communicating. Klay Thompson open at the three-point line, not in the game plan.
Curry against Fox. Hield dishes to Bogdanovich. Shot to stop the run. No good on the shot. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I felt like they came out of that with a terrific game plan, especially on the offensive end.
The defense seemed to be swirling and guessing about where the attack was coming from, inside, outside, and in transition.
Curry outside. Here's Pachulia. It's hauled in by the Kings. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Here's Curry. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Pachulia, good.
Well, Curry plays with such incredible rhythm and joy, not just in how he shoots the basketball, but really enjoys passing it as well.
Now, here's Fox. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Hield from outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now here's Thompson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New Orleans. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
On the wing, Hield. The pass to Fox. Back to Hield. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Warriors.
And no doubt they relied upon that 3-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
And it's the Kings with the ball. 6-point game. Shot clock at 3. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist from Labissiere.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here's Pachulia. After the basket by Willie Cauley Stein. Pachulia the pass to Green. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. A 3.
And Labissiere works so hard on defense. If he can't block the shot, he at least gets a hand up and tries to alter it.
Bogdanovich with it, guarded now by Durant. Hield with it. It's up against Thompson. Cauley Stein kicks to Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark.
And that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Buries the long-range jumper. And Brent, something you have to praise Kerr for last season. He did an excellent job of bringing all that talent together and getting them on the same page. Not very easy with star players and big names.
Well, he had to tinker with the rotation a little bit, and then he had to also make sure that guys had confidence in their ability, and Steve was able to do that. The interesting part about all of that, Kevin, is that there were a lot of games that Steve was not there for. And for that kind of leadership, that kind of message to be sustained in the absence of your head coach, that should tell you all you need to know about just how solid the ground is for the Golden State Warriors.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. They always attempt to wear you out.
One shot.
And Brent, in your younger years, your dad, of course, played for the Golden State Warriors. You have connections with the Bay Area, certainly. Any memories of watching the old Warriors team play?
Well, of course, Kevin. I was a ball boy when I was 4 years old, and I remember getting into the locker room and having a chance to get on the practice court and riding to the arena with my dad. And then my years in high school when I made my way there to watch Run TMC and spent my summers with Chris Mullen trying to get myself ready for the NBA. I love the Bay Area. I love where I'm from, and I have to admit it, I love the Warriors.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Healed with it. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And Labissiere has tremendous concentration, getting the shot to go even with the contact.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And that one falls for Labissiere. When the Kings struggled last season, Greg, they did so because they just couldn't get stops in the defensive end.
And defense, something that this team will struggle with at times. A lot of it is they don't protect the rim or close out, particularly on that three-point shot. And so much of defense just boils down to challenging shooters whenever you can. It's about giving more effort on that side of the ball.
Here's Labissiere following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Durant's got 9.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
They set the pick. Fox dishes to Labissiere. A pass to Fox. Healed, can't hit.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction. And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Fox with it, picked up by Thompson. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Curry. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Here's Pachulia, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Here's Fox. 9 points last game. Here's Healed. Warriors with the rebound. Pachulia's got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side Curry fires the 3. Warriors the rebound. The shot's good. Green's got his first points of the game.
Imagine that. Draymond Green bringing energy to the game. Where have I seen that before?
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Hill passes to Jackson. It's back to Hill. Carter outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on David West. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
And he can't get the first one.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And he's good on the second. Always a fun topic. If you could start a franchise with one guy, who would that be? And a big part of that debate, proven veteran versus young guy with massive upside.
How long's my contract as general manager, Kevin?
Let's say it's a 4-year deal right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the young guy with massive upside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because if that pans out, my job's going to be 8 years with an extension, and you're hired.
Good, and guaranteed money.
And I'll find the veterans, Kevin, this is an honest point, that want to play with somebody like that. A young player that's drawing that much attention is going to make their jobs easier, and they're probably specialists in what they do, having been in the league that long. So the upside, I'll go with that.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. There's a good screen. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Kicks it to Kufis. Outside Hill. Dishes to Randolph. Carter outside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Warriors leading by 10. McGee a screen. Jumper off the screen. Kufis with the block. Jackson against Young. Outside Jackson. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded by Hill. Now here is McGee. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
The Kings trail by 8. Carter drives in.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
That's good from Carter. Vince Carter hits them both. Here is Livingston. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Picked by West. Livingston dishes to McGee. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years. Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Kufis, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Kings trail by 8. Now Hill. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. West against Randolph. The kick out to Hill. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter, opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
And both free throws good for Iguodala. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
The Kings have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Free throw good, Randolph.
Randolph was an Indiana State champion coming out of high school, so you know the pressure of the NBA doesn't bother him. There's nothing more intense than that when you talk about that Indiana high school tournament.
And Randolph drops them both. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. High arcing shot. Out to West. Goes back up. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Carter. The three from Hill. He can't hit that time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Warriors on top. They lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Carter is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Kufis. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Kufis. Shoots over McGee. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Kufis. The Warriors shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Iguodala, the pass to Young. He kicks it to West. McGee is screen on Jackson. Here's Young. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Jackson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And a wide open look for Iguodala. Here's McGee, lays it up and banks it in. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Hill kicks to Carter. To the middle. Sacramento gets it back. Passes it to Randall. It's stolen by West. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. It's good.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brett?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Green, the screen. And Curry has it in the corner. He dishes it to Pachulia. That one goes. Count it. Pachulia's got 6.
Now, Pachulia's a big guy, and when he's near the rim, that's where big guys score.
Fox dishes to Heel. Fox with it. Over Curry. That shot off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On the wing, Thompson. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Hield. 9 points last game. Here's Bogdanovich. 16 feet away. Here's Cauley-Stein. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Green, the screen. Curry. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hield with it. It's up against Thompson. Tries again. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Durant against Bogdanovich. Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. 9 points in the game so far.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
They set the pick. Now the dish to Labissiere. Yep, it counts. Labissiere's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just sensational finesse there from Labissiere. When he's close to the rim, he's very effective at nailing those shots.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Green, the screen. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer, no good. Now here's Hield. Defense right on him. On the wing, Hield. Again, Hield missing.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
High post, Cauley-Stein. Back to Hield. Labissiere, the screen. Hield can't hit.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Here's Pachulia. He has 6. Here's Durant. Rebound by the Kings. Cauley-Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. And well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined. But what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room, fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up.
So often nowadays in transition, Brent, we'll see a guy get to the rim, then kick it out to someone standing at the three-point line. What's your feeling on that?
Kevin, who's at the three-point line?
Well, let's say Brent Barry's out there.
I'm more than okay with that. You know, so some of the guys, Kevin, in the new age are running to the three-point line, and as the ball gets to the rim, yeah, the modern-day fast break is not your classic 3-on-2, and we're going to take the wings coming in, and we're going to feed one guy for a layup. That first available wide-open three-point shot, whether 2 seconds into the possession or 12, is something coaches are willing to live with.
The problem is, though, sometimes that big wants to run and does run, but you don't reward him, and then maybe they don't run the next time down.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have a big guy working that hard. Problem is, in today's game, some of those big guys are also running to that three-point line.
You're exactly right.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
Now, here's Fox. Cauley-Stein passes to Fox. Three-pointer, Hield. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Cauley-Stein. He's right around 13 points a night, 16 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
Green with a screen on Fox. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Here's Green. And he overshot that one, missing.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Hield dishes to Bogdanovich. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Warriors leading by 14. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Here's Durant. Second shot opportunity, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got his second basket of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Curry, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fox kicks to Hield. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hield's got 5 points so far.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Here's Green. Green missing again.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Over Durant. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now Fox. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Labissiere, the screen. Cauley-Stein with it. Now guarded by Pachulia. Here's Fox. And Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
And Green gets it to go.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Now here's Fox. Labissiere, the screen. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Bogdanovich. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 5 points in the game.
And every once in a while, Labissiere will find his teammate for the high percentage shot. Love to see the big man dish it out.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster. And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Now, here is Young. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Goes back up. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
What a year for JaVale McGee to re-find his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
One shot.
And for McGee, a lot of it was just finding the right situation.
Well, to me, for McGee, it wasn't so much about the fit and the style of play. It was about the character around him. And I think that Steve Kerr and collectively the roster just wanted to empower JaVale McGee to go out and be effective on the floor. What a tremendous comeback year for that young player.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
Now, here is Young. West kicks to Young. Elbow shot. Here's McGee. Koufis with the block. 59 seconds left in the second quarter.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Pacers trading away the coveted George Hill. Going into last season, they wanted more of a passer at the point guard position.
And that's the one thing about Hill. He's more of a combo guard than a true point
He keeps his turnovers low, but as far as creating a ton of shots for his teammates, that's not really his game.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Hill.
And the Kings, for so long, had not been active in free agency. You have to like the moves this organization has made to bring in some vets in the offseason. Randolph and Hill bring a lot of experience and leadership to the locker room.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Hill kicks to Jackson. Pass to Carter. Over Iguodala. The jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And Greg, the Kings wanted to have veteran leaders, and that's what they've got right now.
And the Kings are in a rebuild mode, and you need vets to lead that process. Show the youngsters the right way to do things, and I think the Kings have started to make some very savvy moves here as they begin this rebuild.
Hill kicks to Kufis. Jackson against Young, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Here's McGee. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one is off. And he can't hit the second. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors lead by 18. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that will wrap up our halftime report. as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
The Embarcadero in San Francisco with the Bay Bridge glistening in the background as we welcome you back to the Bay Area and back to Oakland, California. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And Sacramento has possession. They trail by 18. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. And it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors' 5. Green kicks to Curry. Thompson left side. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Fox. Up and in on the layup. Fox has got the first points of the second half here for Sacramento.
And how about that stick-to-itiveness from Fox there? Just a great attitude. He really excels at driving inside and kind of just bouncing off defenders.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Shot clock at 5. Durant with the steal. Warriors leading by 16. Curry passes to Thompson. Feeds it to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Bogdanovich. Here's Durant.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Curry kicks to Durant. Over Bogdanovich. Here's Pachulia. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Pachulia's got 8 points.
And Pachulia has plenty of room in those moments, so feels confident he can knock it down.
Fox against Curry. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Warriors, number 1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Green, the screen. Here's the screen. Here's Thompson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Labissiere. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Labissiere. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's getting around 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Pachulia, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot. Now we get a chance to check out Kevin Durant. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in free throw percentage, 10th in three-point field goal percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. And Durant gets it to go.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
Now Fox. 6 points for him. Labissiere, the screen. Nice job coming off that screen. Bogdanovich has got 8.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Green, the screen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
The Kings trail by 17. And here is Fox. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Golden State. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Sacramento Kings, 8.5 games behind them.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Yeah, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
Now Hield. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Clock at 4. Here's Cauley Stein, and he banks in the layup. Cauley Stein's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry setting the pick for Thompson. The feet to Pachulia. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Kings trail by 15. The pass to Cauley Stein. Kicks it to Fox. Pass to Hield. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Curry's got 13.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's Hield. 10 points for him. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And the ability to drive and get to the rim is one of the reasons why Buddy Hield rarely has an off night. Even if his shot isn't going in, he can take it to the rack to find some points.
Now here's Curry. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Fox with it. 6 points for him. Labissiere dishes to Hield. Offensive rebound. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Labissiere.
Love how Labissiere hustles for these rebounds, giving every ounce of energy he has for his team.
Now here's Curry. Dishes to Green. Pachulia sets a screen for Green. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a 3, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
And some changes here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. Warriors leading by 14. Green with a screen on Hill. Curry kicks to Green. McGee a screen. Here's the floater. And there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Draymond Green adding the floater in the offseason. Touche.
Jackson with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Carter kicks to Jackson. This one for three. Again, the miss by the Kings. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, you think you're close enough, but because Steph has that quick release, it's just not close enough. Another one from Steph.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. Here's Carter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. And you look at this Kings roster, and Greg, you can see the youth movement is in full effect.
Yeah, and Buddy Hield headlines the group as he comes over in that Cousins trade. Skal Labissiere and Willie Cauley-Stein, also a big part of this team's future. And then getting Fox as a rookie to kind of run the ship, another great building block.
That's good from Vince Carter. And some changes here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Draymond Green. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Warriors leading by 17. Young with no one around. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Koufos has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Knocked loose. It's stolen by West. Iguodala outside. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he can't get the first one. So he can't get either to fall. Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think that scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at.
Yeah, easy call.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Livingston. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
Off the screen, the shot's good from Randolph. Randolph's got 8 points.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Screen by Young, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
The Kings trail by 15. There's the pick. Hill kicks to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Man, I love seeing Carter take flight. Ben Saturday, a powerful dunker on these alley-oops.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now, here is Young. McGee sets the pick for Young. Golden State needs to get off a shot. McGee's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Iguodala with it, and it's Carter picking him up. And McGee kicks it to West. Over Randolph. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Stolen by McGee. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. Gets an open look and hits. Livingston's got 4 this quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Carter outside. Iguodala with the steal. The 15-footer off the left rim and out. The Kings trail by 13. Here's Carter. And it's sent back by West. Young outside. McGee in the high post. Stolen by Jackson. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
Livingston, a good job at 6'7", using his arms to get up and make sure the shot was contested.
Young from outside, nailed from three-point land. Young's got 7 points in the game. Here's Hill. And it's sent back by West. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Right back after this break. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And that's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. We've got Carter. Jackson is out there with George Hill. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Koufos in at the 5 spot. And McGee kicks to Livingston. Young from outside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Young's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. Hill passes to Kufis. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 19 points. Iguodala outside, picked by West, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Now here is Hill, picked by Randolph. The drive by Hill, and easy 2 points on the layup.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Down low, here's McGee. Back to Livingston. McGee a screen. West with the ball. Guarded now by Randolph. Here's McGee. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Warriors lead by 19. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Randolph sets a screen for Jackson. Yep, that one goes.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Warriors leading by 17. Now Livingston. Screen by Young. Livingston dishes to Young. McGee is screen on Jackson. 6 to shoot. And here's Young from the arc. That shot no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Hill kicks to Carter. On the wing, Jackson. This one for 3. Jackson can't get that one to fall. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Draymond Green comes in for West. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Young. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Sacramento, Labissiere's checked in for Kupas. Bogdanovich comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Buddy Hield in for Jackson.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Randolph sets a screen for Labissiere. Hield with it, picked up by Thompson. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here. Hey, Brent, we've seen a number of super teams created via free agency or trade. Do you think that's good for the league?
I think it's great for the league. I think it's awesome to see some of the great players play on the same court together and some of the chemistry that creates. But what's been interesting over the course of the last couple seasons, Kevin, is that we've had these young marquee players stepping up in environments and with organizations now that are must-see TV. So aside from the super teams, there are young players carrying their team to hopefully greater and greater heights that keep you interested in all 30 teams in the league.
Curry's shot is off. The Kings trail by 20. Cauley-Stein passes to Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. Sinks the triple.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Warriors leading by 17. Curry kicks to Thompson. To the inside, Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fox dishes to Cauley-Stein. Bogdanovich against Durant. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. He's off on the second. When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brent, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year. Now, here's Bogdanovich after the miss from Klay Thompson. Here's Cauley Stein. Here's Labissiere. It's stolen by Green. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's his third foul of the game. Warriors leading by 18. The screen from Thompson. Curry passes to Durant. Green with a screen on Bogdanovich. They kick it out to Green.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in just the second half.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
The shot by Thompson, no good. The Kings trail by 16. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
And so it's Golden State with it. 22 is their biggest lead. Curry kicks to Green. Lobbed up there for Durant.
Ever since college, it's been like this. Durant has the ability to essentially score at will.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fox dishes to Cauley Stein. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Hield. Makes it off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Curry. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
One shot. One shot.
That's good from Durant. Well, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kev.
He is. He hits both from the stripe.
And the veteran Pachulia is a physical presence, a guy you hate playing against, but someone you love if he's on your team.
Bogdanovich passes to Hield. And Fox has it in the corner. Green with the block.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
That's a shot that Klay Thompson has perfected, a consistent catch-and-shoot guy.
Passes it to Hield. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. Back to Hield. Labissiere up top. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 21. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Draymond Green showing us some finishing touch around the rim.
Curry against Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Hield. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's a miss. His 5th, 8 made field goals. Here's Bogdanovich, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Brent, the NBA has a new CBA, now a collective bargaining agreement. How big a win is this for everyone involved?
I don't think the league has been in a better situation than it is right now, Kevin. And for the fact that labor discussions all took place behind closed doors without anything sneaking out underneath them, I think it was great for the league. It's been great for Adam Silver. It's been great for the Players Association. So it's nice to see the train keep rolling.
Warriors leading by 20. And Thompson kicks to Green. From past the arc, Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Kings have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. There's the pick. Labissiere, the screen. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
I watch Klay Thompson, and I see a player at that position who is as complete as you want in an offensive package. He can hurt you from deep or going to the rim, and guys defensively just never feel comfortable when you're trying to slow him down.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And with Thompson, so much of why he is effective, Brent, is that he has a myriad of ways to hurt you. Great post-up game, and he's really improved greatly on his finishing.
Well, everybody talks about Klay Thompson doing a better job of mixing it up. But the fact of the matter is this Golden State offense is predicated on players moving without the basketball. And Klay Thompson, certainly one of the most dangerous players in the league, much like Rip Hamilton during his years in Detroit. A weapon as soon as he caught the ball off of that movement. It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
There's the pick. From down in the low post, it goes.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. There are a lot of great superstars in the NBA, Brent, but when you're talking about the most dangerous scorer in the league, I still think you've got to include Steph Curry in that conversation. He just does things that nobody else can do.
Well, nobody else in the league can do, and really nobody else in the history of the league has done. You think about Steph Curry in transition pulling up from 30 feet, and we really don't even bat an eye, and we expect that the ball's going in every time. What a transcendent player.
And it's the Kings with the ball. 17-point game. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Green with a screen on Fox. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. And the Warriors lead by 18. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And here is Fox. Over to the left wing. Labissiere with the ball. Now Green defending. Labissiere, no good. Warriors leading by 18. Outside Curry. Over Fox. Another miss by Curry. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. They get a hand on it. Curry with the steal. Durant dishes to Green. Durant against Bogdanovich. Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. Again, Curry missing. The Kings trail by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Draymond Green.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses. I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Now here's Curry. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson passes to Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Shot's good by Durant.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
One shot.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Livingston with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Clay, what was the key to the win tonight?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Clay, great effort from everyone. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.